Chapter 27, Guilt of Exposing Children. But as for us, we have been taught that to expose newly born children is the part of wicked men. And this we have been taught lest we should do anyone an injury, and lest we should sin against God first, because we see that almost all so exposed, not only the girls, but also the males, are brought up to prostitution. And as the ancients are said to have reared herds of oxen or goats or sheep or grazing horses, so now we see you rear children only for this shameful use. And for this pollution, a multitude of females and hermaphrodites and those who commit unmentionable iniquities are found in every nation. And you receive the hire of these and duty and taxes from them, whom you ought to exterminate from your realm. And anyone who uses such persons, besides the godless and infamous and impure intercourse, may possibly be having intercourse with his own child or relative or brother. And there are some who prostitute even their own children and wives, and some are openly mutilated for the purpose of sodomy, and they refer these mysteries to the mother of the gods. And along with each of those whom you esteem gods, there is painted a serpent, a great symbol and mystery. Indeed, the things which you do openly and with applause, as if the divine light were overturned and extinguished, these you lay to our charge, which in truth does no harm to us who shrink from doing any such things, but only to those who do them and bear false witness against us. Chapter 28, God's Care for Men. For among us, the prince of the wicked spirits is called the serpent, and Satan, and the devil, as you can learn by looking into our writings, and that he would be sent into the fire with his host, and the men who follow him, and would be punished for an endless duration, Christ foretold. For the reason why God has delayed to do this the reason why God has delayed to do this is his regard for the human race. For he foreknows that some are to be saved by repentance, some even that are perhaps not yet born. In the beginning, he made the human race with the power of thought and of choosing the truth and doing right, so that all men are without excuse before God, for they have been born rational and contemplative. And if anyone disbelieves that God cares for these things, he will thereby either insinuate that God does not exist, or he will assert that though he exists, he delights in vice, or exists like a stone, and that neither virtue nor vice are anything, but only in the opinion of men these things are reckoned good or evil. And this is the greatest profanity and wickedness. Chapter 28, Continence of Christians. And again, we fear to expose children, lest some of them be not picked up but die, and we become murderers. But whether we marry, it is only that we may bring up children, or whether we decline marriage, we live continently. And that you may understand that promiscuous intercourse is not one of our mysteries. One of our number a short time ago presented to Felix the governor in Alexandria a petition, craving that permission might be given to a surgeon to make him a eunuch. For the surgeons there said that they were forbidden to do this without the permission of the governor, and when Felix absolutely refused to sign such a permission, the youth remained single and was satisfied with his own approving conscience and the approval of those who thought as he did. And it is not out of place, we think, to mention here Antoninus, who was alive but lately, in whom all were prompt through fear to worship as a god, though they knew both who he was and what was his origin.